No,
You've got to know at least the subject.
No, the subject is going to be us and LS Nasty, and it's uncut. And here we are.
Are we going to reveal who the actual investor is? None of us.
No, that has got to be a secret. That's got to be a secret. It's got to be a secret. We have a special guest on today's. All right, so this is our first video. Well, I guess I did one yesterday. It was kind of like a Q&A, but this is our informal podcast. We don't have mics. It's literally sitting on the counter in front of our desk. We got Ben back there and Chris here, and welcome to the LS Nasty channel. So today's topic of conversation. Oh, Phil, do you want to slide over?
Is this live?
Yeah, this is live. Here, slide here, Ben. Can you slide over a little bit? We'll get Phil in here, and we'll have our first. This is our first official podcast, and boy, oh boy, are we? We got a packed house. We got Ebony and Ivory back here.
Together in harmony. I'm a backup too.
All right, so topic of conversation today. I guess Eddie Murphy is the topic of conversation because that's what we've been working on last on the John Doc YouTube channel. Ben, tell us about Eddie Murphy. How did you find it? Where is it? What is it? What was it?
You told us a story the other day.
No, I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago.
Was it a roller? Was it complete?
It was a roller.
No 4-cylinder.
No 4-cylinder. But the guy I bought it from a guy that 5-liter swapped it. But then he took it back. He took the 5-liter back out.
So it was a 4-cylinder car, then it was a 5-liter, and then it was just a roller, and then you got it.
So let's just. His name's Mike.
Yeah.
So we'll call him Mike.
Yeah.
Mike bought it from a guy who bought it from a lady that was like all original. So I'm like, you shouldn't even really consider Mike an owner, even though he was an owner.
He just molested it a little bit.
He really didn't. He bought it and it sat.
Yeah.
And he didn't do anything to it, and he sold it to me. So
what'd you do?
I am one owner from it being all original.
When you got it, what'd you guys do to it? Now you and your buddy were working on it?
Yeah, we basically stripped it all down to like nothing. It was a bare shell sitting on my dad's lift. And then we took all the sound deadening material out of it. And we took everything of weight out of it.
So as light as it could be, and being a 4-cylinder.
When we stuck an LS motor, I just stuck a Team Z K-member up under it with LS motor mounts. And I stuck an LS in it with a 400 and made a turbo kit and stuck a radiator up in there and actually had it running at one point and driving.
Yeah, I remember. I think that was on video. We had it where you like pulled it into the shop.
Oh, I had it running and driving before then.
Oh, before the turbo kit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, so it's just like a grandma's church car.
Like I had it running and driving before it ever went back home to my dad's shop. I weighed it one time with like, it was less than 2,100 pounds.
Less than 2,100. Was that with you in it?
It was 2087.
2087. God,
Jesus Christ.
The comment section right now is about to go nuts because we mentioned that before.
And they said
it was a lie.
I said it's impossible to weigh that.
I will say that was on a scale that's right. I mean, the scale's not wrong. And that was like, I stuck a couple things like a torque converter and some other small things just like in the floorboard because they weren't like installed.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get that like more accurate weight.
More accurate weight. But that was like...
It weighed how much?
2087. That was with as many things as I could think of inside of it. Back seats, everything.
I got some work to do.
Yeah, Phil's got some work. Phil's like, damn, I'm getting my ass busted right now.
So this is like 3,000 with me in it.
This car, I'd say, is probably the most comparable to Phil's build because they're both stock bottom end 5.3. Both have a 400. Yeah. Both turbo, whether it's single or twin, it really doesn't matter at this point because they can run so much boost. So what are you doing to stay ahead?
Oh, meth. I've been doing non-radiator, non-intercooled. We got a mechanical pump on the way. Should be here Saturday.
How happy are you to hear that?
Yeah. Once Ben called me an idiot.
Yeah, he took that. I left it in the video. I left it in the video when Ben goes, Phil's an idiot. Because Phil's like, I'm going to do E85 non-intercooled. And Ben's like, you know what, just do it. You're an idiot. And at that point, the next day in the group message, Phil's like, Yep, I bought Enderly.
I had somebody else ask me if that would work before, and I was like, I really don't think so.
Is Wes putting the intercool on his car?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, he is. If he's going E85, yeah. The only downside of the alcohol, like you see, is what we have to deal with having to change the oil. But really, is that a downside for the performance? I don't think it is.
You can run different oil, but it's more expensive. It's way cheaper to do it this way.
Yeah, and honestly, change it.
I'm pretty sure that motor's probably got like 10 more passes in it. 10 more solid passes.
Then what?
Put another stop bottom end in it.
What was the deal that we made if you beat the Colorado
if I beat
first
the Colorado,
passes?
yeah, you owe me a set of pistons.
And if I win, you owe me $700.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's a bad deal for Phil.
It's a bad deal for you.
Oh my God, who are you? You
That
like?
blower's gonna snap the snout off.
That's
the crank.
about as good odds as you winning that raffle for the lift.
All right, so we make our way over to Chris. Chris, it's been a while since you've had your, I'd say like my cow, your direct comparison to the cow would be the Silverback. How long has it been since it's been out?
It was in this shop.
Yeah, it was this shop. Well, it was right.
No.
Yeah, it was. We tore it apart in the shop.
Yeah, we tore it apart in here.
Yeah.
So
It's been almost a year.
Yeah, almost a year. So,
It was warm outside.
yeah, explain to them what caused the downfall of the Silverback Z06 V1.
The V1 was definitely have to do with us. We were doing a charity event. Me and John being good people, going out, donating our time to a charity.
Chris gave this like 65-year-old lady a 122 60 foot to the face.
Yeah.
She's like, helmet like slides up over her eyes. She can't see anything.
She enjoyed it. There was the video. People can go back and look at that, I'm sure.
I'll link it. I'll link it in here.
But we were there, and it was kind of funny because John's car started getting some bids up. Somebody ended up paying like $500 or $600 to make one pass with you. And then after the lady.
Now, mind you, these were all like older guys, so they were just losing their mind. Oh, Corvette! Like they knocked the dust off their New Balances they had in their trunk and put them on before they got in.
Well, it was kind of comical because there was like race cars out there that looked like race cars, and then me and you got there, and like so they don't equate any time with anything. They equated it with the mile an hour that showed up on the board. And John went down through there, and they're like, good God, that thing's faster than the race cars. And then we went through there with the vet, and they're like, oh my God. So then it got, our bids were going up pretty good. And then the president or vice president ended up winning the bid to ride with it in me the next time.
Except
I turned
the
it
second
up.
pass.
Yeah, it was the second pass. And I was like, oh. So the first time we went through it, I didn't have anything in it. And I was like, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to go ahead and leave on it. And yeah, in the burnout, we could hear it.
It was like it was like a screech almost.
It's kind of weird. I was like, something don't sound right. I was like, oh, send it. And then this shot down track, and we could tell something was bad. It was hurt. When we got back, it was Ben said, yep. He said, you're missing some teeth. Or missing a blade or something. And I was like, oh well. And we thought it was going to be a simple, just new turbo, and we're going to keep on riding.
I mean, because the car, for what it was TTI bolt-on turbo kit, power glide swap. And then just aftermarket block 427.
Right.
And I mean, it was a good setup. You were on C16. Air intercooler.
Drive it.
Definitely had some long-term issues with like intake air temps.
Yeah, heat and stuff like that was always an issue that we battled with, but we just made sure it was good and cool before we put it in the lanes and tried not to, put too much heat in it.
Methanol on like 9.
Yeah, we had the meth turned all the way up, and it was still getting hot on the intake air temps. But now, once we tore it down, so we brought it back to the shop, and then we were just going to do a R&R.
Well, we were just going to take the turbos off, send them back, get them fixed. We weren't going to do a turbo upgrade because they're specific to that kit. And then Precision's like, like $2,000.
I paid $1,800 to get fixed, and then Ben said, let's investigate a little bit more. And
we pulled a spark plug out of it.
And the tip was gone?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we pulled the heads off of it.
And then like the pistons were starting to melt.
Yeah.
And they were it was an ugly scene in there.
And then there was also some clearance issues, which we've experienced with some other stuff that's gone on. once we had to took the block to the machine shop, there were some clearance issues that.
And for how little mileage and time you've had on it, like bearings were smoked. Like
Oh yeah.
main bearings smoked. Or I think rod bearings were fine, but
Yeah.
like the main bearings,
The
on
main
the
bearing
crank
and the cam bearings
and the cam bearings
were wiped out.
Yeah.
I mean, it was wiped pretty good.
Your deck was leaning.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
deck was leaning. That was the one. That was in the other video that TKM was showing us that hey, I thought this deck.
It was leaning like
11
thousandths.
thousandths. It had a variance. It was
So the deck leaning is pretty much you want the head surfaces with 90 degrees, 45 degrees.
90 degrees.
90 degrees, 45 degrees from the camshaft center line or crankshaft center line. I don't know all the details, but when they lean, essentially like they're going one way or the other, and that causes major issues when you go to put an intake on or when you
Or
go
heads.
to heads. I mean,
everythinging sealing properly.
and you were pushing head gasket.
No, I
like
was
crazy.
pushing head gasket like crazy. So, but regardless, it was good. Then we of course built that motor and then put another one on deck. Cause I ended up having 2 blocks from our last
So
build.
he had originally there was an issue with he had a lifter issue where a pin came out, and that's the RHS block that we have sitting over here. Messed up the lifter bores. They put bronze lifter bores in
lifter
it.
bores.
In the meantime, you got yourself an LSR block that was in the Corvette. That block is now in the Black Sheep. So the Corvette and the Black Sheep have almost identical bottom ends as far as compression and piston wise. The only difference is the rod. The Silverback Z06 now has an aluminum rod. The Black Sheep has a steel rod, both I-beams. But I mean, we never intended this motor to go in.
The motors are flip flop. What our original we were going to do, the LSR back in the vet, and the billet steel rods for drive and street purposes, and then we're going to have aluminum rods on RHS and just push because
the block has some hairline cracks in it and stuff where it should not be like a stress issue. Any hairline crack in the block's not good.
Yeah, well, the issue was the reason we were filling that block is because of the hairline crack. Because there was a long time ago a video you did where my motor was just installed, everything was going good, and it was on dyno and started pushing water. We thought it was pushing water, was actually water seeping out of a crack in the block.
Yep.
And the guys that the shop ended up welding it up. I mean, repaired it. Didn't leak anymore, but now I mean I was like looking to make it dry and not even worried about it, but now we're going back and forth.
Yeah. So well now they're almost, I mean, at this point we're probably pissing off that steel rod, but it's hanging in there and doing fine. I think the car being set up the way it is.
What those rods rated for? Like 2,000?
Well, no, I think that the normal Cali's I-beam rods is like a 2,000 horsepower steel rod, and then their Enforcer is like more badass. So that's kind of where we're at with that. But I think it's funny how they're both flip flop. Like, how much more would you love having the aluminum rod in the race car and the steel rod in the street car?
It would help a lot because you don't have to warm it up. Like, you gotta warm up a damn aluminum rod. Like, you gotta sit there and
Let it get some heat in it.
it grows, and then I will say it's got tough bearings in it, whatever it is, because it's not beating the bearing out of it just yet.
And we're lucky in that car because kind of like how I did in the salted chicken, I got a K-member where you could drop the pan. That one, being that it was set up for a Hemi, you could drop that entire pan. You don't have to move a damn thing. You just go up there and zip them off and drop the pan. And that's pretty nice. How does that work on your car?
I have to take K-member out.
The whole K-member?
Yeah, the entire K-member. I just remove the motors out.
You just pull the motor out?
Yeah. People think it's a joke, but this is real life for me.
What?
I spend $600 on a motor before I drop the oil pan.
Do you even put new head gaskets on and everything?
No.
Or you just stick a new cam in there?
I just stick a new cam in it.
If you were doing that,
I changed the lifters, that's about it.
Oh, you changed the lifters.
It's my third motor now, so I'm pretty versed in swapping motors in this car.
All right, so who do you like, Eddie Murphy versus the Hippo?
Why would I? The Hippo, duh.
Ben?
I think Eddie Murphy will probably get me though.
Wow, you're actually.
Y'all got
hold
straight.
on.
I mean, y'all got straight axle car. Like, it's already like a proven chassis. Like, I'm still trying to figure out my car.
You're telling me you're gonna be more worried about Eddie Murphy than you are.
After he just told me what that thing weighed, and after I know what that weighs, with that amount of power, it can make less power. I can make more power, but because I weigh more, it's probably
No, regardless, I'm offended. You're more worried about Eddie Murphy than you are the damn Colorado.
But we already know that Pro Charger, we know you can't help not to pedal something. So as soon as you pedal it one time, boom, charger gone.
No, I'm not worried about the Pro Charger at all. That's not my concern. Are you worried about the Pro Charger?
No, you're not.
I'm more worried about the rods in that thing.
I'm not worried about the rods.
Yeah.
No?
It's got a diaper on it, right?
No.
Oh yeah, I put a diaper on the.
Yeah, there is.
Yeah, I'm getting a diaper for mine. I'm already mentally
They're
prepared
pretty
for that.
strong.
Talk to Doug. Tell him.
Doug, I need a diaper.
And then he needs an engine diaper on top of that. But no, that I mean Eddie Murphy is. So yeah, right now we got slicks on it.
It needs a cage.
It does need a cage.
Yeah.
So the biggest issue that I could see right now is it's got a badass 8.8 rear end. It needs an anti-roll bar.
It has no anti-roll.
It has 0 anti-roll bar. Brown sugar flashbacks. Huh?
Yeah. What if the car just went out there like?
But my biggest concern is it's got factory seats, which is fine. It's got no factory seat belts. It's got no harness bar. All right. Well, is there anything else you'd like to say, Phil? You want to give a shameless plug to your YouTube channel?
Yeah, shameless plug to my YouTube channel, Blackfield Build. Go check out my build.
How many subscribers do you have now?
I have like 15 or 1,600 subscribers now. Yeah.
What's your post duration? You post often?
I post like once or twice a week.
Once or
I
twice.
try to post as much as I can.
Yeah, are you selling merchandise yet? Look at this.
No, not yet. I mean, you can get a Black Build shirt
Yeah, I sent him a DM on Facebook,
or Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah,
Hit him up on Instagram for a Black Belt Performance
Tell him he needs to get some in stock.
in
I got
stock.
some, but they're all extra large. No, not extra large, 2XL.
Got
But if
mine.
you wear extra large, as soon as you wash it, it becomes once you wash the 2X, it becomes an XL. From my experience, I wash my shirts a lot.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up today's video. If you have any questions, comment below. If you have any questions or topics that you want to talk about in the next video, we're not going to do this. The LS Nasty channel is not going to be strictly like a podcast channel, but I figured we were all sitting here and this took almost 20 minutes, and Phil probably enjoyed it because he didn't have to work for 20 minutes. So you have another,
He's ready for lunch.
got another 20-minute break.
We're going to Campus Grill today.
Oh, Tampa's. Oh, God,
Down
dang.
there.
I'm ready to go right now. I'm
Yeah.
starved.
Yeah.
Yeah, jacked up burger.
No,
yeah.
I get. What is that when I get
You get the damn
everything?
the dumpster fire.
The dumpster fire with no bread.
Something like that. So, all right, well, that's gonna wrap today's video. If you haven't already, go down and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Check out Phil's channel because he needs all the help he can get. He needs all the support he can get. They just released another video on Facebook yesterday of him getting gapped by Donkmaster.
Wow,
I thought it
they
was
really did. It's super disrespectful.
Yeah, super disrespectful at this point.
I mean, they're just gonna keep winning on that one win. I mean, riding on that one win, but he won't run it back.
He won't run it back. And he definitely don't want no smoke from me because I told him he's going to be calling me John Donk by the end of this. And that's a fact. That's a fact. He can hide on those big wheels. He don't want. He comes to something on a damn 275 Pro. I'll peel his muffin cap straight back blue.
He's about to come out with like that Z06 with like a 427 with a 108 or something like that.
No. Yeah, I ain't worried about it. I'll make this statement here because I don't have too many followers. And I know this will trigger so many people. Any actual YouTuber who does YouTube like, any actual YouTuber on a 275 Pro can get smoked. Anyone across the board. I'd like to say I'm the
Fastest YouTuber on a 275.
I don't know. Justin Swanstrom. Justin Swanstrom doesn't do it full time yet, so I'm not going to categorize him because he's got
a pro mod.
Well, he's got an actual job too. I don't have an actual. This is my actual job.
You're unemployed.
Yeah, I'm unemployed. So I'll make it right now. Fastest YouTuber on 275 Pro. Anyone can get some smoke. We'll say in a real car, not a pro mod.
Yeah.
Real car. So, well, that's gonna wrap today's video. Thank you guys for watching. Comment, subscribe. We'll see you in tomorrow's upload or the next upload.
Peace, bitches.